morning and welcome to JLJ This Morning. I am James Lott Jr., the JLJ every morning here on JLJ Media, and I am happy to bring you guests who do things in a positive way and affect positive change in the world. My guest is someone who has a couple books that I know about. One is called Choose Happy, Your Go-To Guide for Living a Happier Life, and Success Factor X with our friend Sean Kanan, and I'm in the book. So you want those two books are available out there for everybody to get those. We're going to talk about choosing happiness and exactly what does that mean to her. And what I like about her stuff, it's not just this cookie cutter, smiley stuff. She really talks about what it's like to change your mindset to choose happy. And this is one of my favorite people. I just like her, Jill Liberman. Hi, Jill.
Hi, James. So happy to be here. You're talking about my favorite topic.
Yes, I know. I know you're gonna she'll talk about this. She'll love it. But first of all, your both books I know about, of course, are great. They're very positive, very encouraging, very encouraging. And how did you begin this whole happier journey?
So the whole journey of Choose Happy really started with the fact that I've been happy pretty much my whole life. And I've been getting people pretty much my whole life who say to me, "You're so happy," but they don't say it necessarily as a compliment. I feel like they say it like, "Don't you know that there are issues in the world? And I'm not happy. My friends aren't happy. Why are you happy?" So I started thinking about it and thinking about people that I know who seemingly should be very happy, meaning they have a lot of money. Some of them have fame. They have their health. They have beautiful families. And when you get down to it, they're really not happy. And then I know people just the opposite who have so many challenges, whether it's financial, health, whatever it is, and they're happy. They're just genuinely happy people. And so I gave it some thought and I thought, everybody should be happy. Maybe people just don't understand what it takes to be happy. So I wrote Choose Happy, which is how it really all started. And it's for everybody. It's for people who who are older, for seniors, for students, for CEOs, for people who haven't found their way yet, for people who are financially successful, for people who aren't, because happiness is the one thing that everybody wants.
It's so true. It crosses color lines, party lines. There's a lot of we're a lot alike. The thing is, in general, there's a lot of sameness. And one of the things that we're all the same is finding the bright lights, finding the warm moments, finding the happy moments. It's something we're all seeking at some point. I mean, all of us. I mean, this doesn't, like you said, doesn't matter age, body type, anything doesn't matter. We're all trying to find it, aren't we?
I love that you said finding it because it's up to us. It truly is a choice, which is why I call the brand and the book Choose Happy. Because we need to look for that. We need to find the good, find the happy in every situation, find your opportunities, make opportunities. It's definitely a mindset. It's not about having the best of everything. It's really about making the best of everything. So it is up to us. So that's an excellent point.
Yes, I like that too, Jill. Well, my thing is I have this saying, I take an old saying and I always do it differently. You see the glass half empty or half full. That usually tells people you're a pessimist or an optimist. I say I'm just happy to have some water and I can't put it in.
Love that. Love that. That's gratitude. It's everything.
Gratitude. Mm-hmm. Isn't that? It's like I'm just happy to have some. I have a glass. I have water. I have a place to drink it. I mean, that to me, that's kind of like whether it's half full or half empty, it doesn't even matter to me how much is in there, right?
I think that's why I gravitate to you. I love the way that you think, the energy that you have. And and I know that you actually believe that, and so do I. And when you do, I feel like everything changes. I honestly believe that when you're happy, you can do anything. And also, it impacts everything in your life. So sometimes people say like, oh, in fact, one time I was giving a talk and someone said, "I'm happy enough. I don't really have, I don't need to be happier." I'm not really sure what that means, but you can never be too happy because it affects everything in your life. When you're happy, you're going to sleep better. You're going to make better choices. You'll feel better physically. Of course, you'll feel better emotionally. Your choices will be different. Just everything in your life becomes better, I feel, when you're happy.
good point about the physiology part of it too. But
Mhm.
it's already, there's 10,000 studies out there tell you mindset does affect your physical health. I mean, it's just not, there's no joke. I mean, a few years ago,
Absolutely.
a few,
Absolutely.
a few years ago, I got Bell's palsy, a very severe case, and they told me it was stress. They brought it on. They happily
Wow.
brought on to the virus and brought it to be susceptible. And when I started to change my life emotionally,
Mhm.
I got better, and things got better for me. I haven't had it since, but it's one of those things where things can really happen to you when you are just completely. I mean, we're not talking clinical stuff. You can get help for that also. But I'm saying
Sure.
I'm saying people in general who choose to see. Jill, I'm sure you've had people say this to you. They go, what if this doesn't work out? I go, what if it does?
Mhm.
My friends hate me.
Exactly.
They hate me.
Exactly. Exactly.
They hate me when I say that.
Right.
They hate when I say that. I go, well, what if it does? What if I do this? Well, what if it does? What if the show isn't a success?
But
Well, what if it is? Go
because
ahead.
by doing that, by saying, well, what if it doesn't work out? You're giving yourself an out. You're kind of allowing yourself to not take that opportunity or take that chance. But why do that? And even if it didn't work out the way that you expected it to, something great might come of it.
I was going to ask you that. So yes, so when you say choose happy, there are times when things may not go the way you want, but something
Mhm.
either better or different or greater does come out of it, right? That's happy.
Oh my gosh. If you look for it, if you allow it to, if you're open to it. At one of my really favorite stories, and it's a story in Choose Happy One in my first book, in the first edition of Choose Happy, is I have a friend that I worked with when I was in television, and he left the company and he started a whole different career. And this was many years ago, and he was just entry level and he loved it. And one day his boss came in and called everybody in the company and just unexpectedly said, sorry guys, we're closing the doors. And was, he says that that was the worst day of his life. I mean, he didn't have money for rent. He didn't have savings. He didn't know what he was going to do. And he took a day or two to feel sorry for himself. And then he said, you know what? I love what I was doing. I learned something. I have some clients. I'm going to just try to make a go of it on my own. Well, P.S. Fast forward, I'm now reading about my friend in all these famous business magazines, and he has this international empire. And of course, it didn't happen, you know,
Yep. Tomorrow.
overnight. It took time. But my point is what you're saying, that what he thought was the worst day of his life at the time, he now says, other than marrying his wife, was the best day of his life. So it's really all how you look at it. He could have said, oh, the world is so hard and good things just don't happen to me. And if I start another job, this is going to happen too. And, nothing ever works out. He could have taken, that poor me attitude, but he didn't. He said, what we're talking about, well, let me just try and see what happens. Maybe there's a silver lining in this all. And he worked hard and it worked out great for him. So you never really know what's around the corner. And it's much healthier for you physically and mentally to take situations and find the good or see the opportunity in it than just dismiss it as, oh, good things don't happen to me.
Yeah, so true. And there are things in my life that, decisions that were out of my control that happen, in this business, especially I'm in the media business, you know how it is. You're in it also, you know how it is. Things happen, studios shut down, shows get canceled. You think, oh my gosh, you should feel the emotion. Of course, you feel the
Of
emotion, you're
course.
sad, you're mourning the loss of that. But then
Right.
the world does go on. You have to you can go on also with the world. You can go on. And maybe because of this opportunity maybe you were thinking about, just didn't think about it fully, comes to the forefront, or a new opportunity comes your direction because you're open, you say, because you're open to it. Because we can stand, because this, we can stand in our own ways.
Oh my gosh. So true. So true. And again, to your point, happiness, it's a journey. It's not a destination. So it's not, I'll be happy when the studios reopen, or, I'll be happy when I start working again, or I'll be happy when I get married, or I'll be happy when I get divorced, or, whatever.
I've heard that too. I've heard a few of those. Yes.
But a lot of people think that, I'll be happy when I have more money in my bank account, or, I get a beautiful car, whatever it might be. that's all those things are nice. And you might be happy that the studio opens and you might be happy that you got a new car, but that doesn't make you a happy person. Again, it's the journey. It's, you know, it's the mindset. It's enjoying, as we were talking about, you know, a second ago, just gratitude and just being glad for all the things that maybe you took for granted in the past.
Yes, enjoying the small victories. I say small just because I'm saying in scope, but not in any victory is a great victory. Like I say, any step's a step. A step is a step is a
Right,
step is a step.
right. Celebrate that. It's, I always say the little things are the big things.
Yes, exactly. Say yes, yes, exactly. But celebrate them. Don't say, well, I won't get excited until. No, be
Right.
excited all the time.
No,
Be
no.
excited.
Get excited today. It's your life. You deserve to be happy. So don't feel guilty about it. Don't wait until a special occasion. You know, as the saying goes, I believe every day that we're here is a special occasion. So don't save things for a special occasion. Don't save your happiness for a special occasion, and have something to look forward to every day. I strongly believe that. And it doesn't have to be something huge. It just needs to be something that makes you happy. So it could be like we're doing, just talking to a friend. It could be, you know, just me time doing yoga, or reading, or listening to music that you love, or just something, time with your dog or your pet or whatever it is, but something that you know you really enjoy and you have that to look forward to every day. To me, I feel like that's really important to do.
I agree. Jill, thanks for being on the show. You're welcome back anytime, of course.
Oh,
Okay, on again, anytime. This is our little dose of morning that we do for everybody 5 days a week and give them a little encouragement. And you are very encouraging. So thank you so much for being on the show.
thanks, James. Thanks for doing what you do.
Thank you. Can you tell me where they can find you and all of your happiness?
Absolutely. On social media at Choose Happy 365, or you can go to choosehappy365.com.
Yes, please. And I'll put in the link, of course, for everybody. So go there, be there, be square, as I was saying in the old days.
Connect with. Excellent.
And I'm James Lott Jr. We're all James Lott Jr.'s are sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, JLJ Media everywhere. This show has a Facebook page and a Twitter page, so go ahead and follow those. And I'll feature a book on that page. There are books on that page too, so you can see where she can go straight to her stuff there too. But everyone, thank you so much. Please choose happy today.